here we are. Footium in the States, episode 4. And perfect time to have episode 4, Chris, because Footium
season 4
is kicking off in like 6
oh
hours.
My God. That's crazy.
It's
almost like we planned that.
Oh, dude, right? It's almost like we're like, hey, we should probably go live today because the season 4 is starting for our perfect debut of episode 4. So here we are. It was a crazy offseason, like we've said before, and you all know, go ahead, laugh it up, okay? Last season wasn't necessarily the greatest for some of us, but hey, we made some offseason moves, okay? There are new players in the works. There are some new academy players, all right? We got some bang academy players. I got 2 crazy 6 center forwards that I haven't bought yet, but I will. I definitely
better buy
will.
them before the season actually starts.
You
got to get those boys training day one, baby. Get them training.
That's right. And we can talk about that too. Yeah, we're going to go through it. We're going to go to Chris first here in a second and then figure out what he brought in, what he did, and what he thinks is going to take him to the top. But first to that, we got to talk about something. Chris, the MLS card guy, was not happy at the beginning of the offseason when he found out he could not train his players during the offseason.
So sad.
Tell me, Chris, how was that experience for you?
I had an entire plan of like day, what I was going to do, train this guy. And I get it from a competition standpoint, right? You can't just train everybody because then there's no real balance between training and playing. And that's kind of part of the game. But I do think there's room in here for something in this transfer window period, right? Like training camp. You know, because like that's a very big thing. Like our players for the Riverhounds, we started training camp today. So those guys all get in, they practice, they work on new stuff, they develop new skills before the new season, man. Like it's a thing. It happens in the real world. It wouldn't throw things off, especially you could make it a fun new like little strategy type game, right? Where like you get a limited amount of training, hours.
Gotta cap it.
Yeah. And I would say like you want to kind of give flexibility with it while still limiting. So like you could almost say you have 5 training sessions for like 3 days before the season starts, right? Or maybe 3 training sessions for 3 days. So like, do you give all 3? And there's like no stamina hit to any of it, right? Do you give all 3 to like one player? Do you spread them out across your entire starting lineup? Do you go to the young guys, old guys? Like there's a lot more strategy that kind of goes into who you're training and why. And I think another kind of fun aspect, and I don't even know if this is possible to do on the blockchain, but this is just something that came up in my head.
Everything's possible on the blockchain.
You can say like, hey, we're literally raising the potential of this guy, right? So everybody has a max potential. You can train somebody and bump their overall up without actually affecting the max potential at all. Like you don't touch like that bar. Additional. Yeah, so basically the guy comes out of the academy, he can be max 54, but you get like 1 point that you can put into anybody. And now instead of being max 54, now he's max 55, right? So then over the course of a couple seasons, he bumps up to like max 60. And now all of a sudden he's a little bit more valuable than he was before. So, I mean, I don't know. There's just a bunch of stuff to add more strategy to the game, add more just stuff to do. Like I got all hyped for when season 4 would actually drop. And the only thing that happened was academy players came in. Cause I already signed everybody. I already had my team ready to go. Cause I'm an overachiever and a planner.
How dare you?
Yeah. I don't know. I want my team and I want my team in the team. And yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm set. I'm not buying more players. I got the academy, and maybe we can go through it. But I decided I'm only signing, and I have already signed him, but I'm only signing 1 player. So I think this one was a bit of a no-brainer for me to go ahead and get this guy in the team. I got to find him. Toshio Akawa, max of 52. Which is pretty good. 18 years old, center mid, which is a position of great need within the team for me. Stamina's okay. Leadership doesn't really move the needle at all, so nothing really there. But just another player to kind of add into the mix there. So we added him into the squad. I did notice the academy players were more expensive this year than they were in season 3.
Right.
I assume that changes, as things come up, right? Like I assume that I assume that that's based on something. I don't know what that's based on.
So from my understanding, so it's kind of one of those weird things, like as ETH moves, they kind of move the floor. So I think realistically, like whatever the ETH is, I think they're trying to keep it around that like kind of $10 mark for the Academy player. So it's like depending on what ETH is doing, whether it's going up or down, which rest in peace our crypto bags today. Yeah, I think there's gonna, and I think they said they only change it at the beginning of each season, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like
so they'll be the same price the whole time.
Yeah.
But they just have that one initial release price. So this was the rest of the Academy. Was honestly really disappointed. Center forward's a good position, but he's 39 max. It's okay. I don't use right forwards or left forwards, so these two were just out immediately.
Right.
Like I theoretically could probably sign him and then sell him on. Because he's a 46, so it's probably somewhat useful to someone. But even a winger that's a 46 max, I don't think is like that great. A 46 max attacking mid. I mean, okay. I think there were some pieces out in the transfer market that were a little bit more, I don't know, appealing. Yeah, and then a right back, which again I don't use right back. So, and then a right winger. Max 46 again. I'm not a fan of wingers in general.
Right.
I have way too many already. I don't use right back and I don't use attacking mid. So this was the only other guy, and he's only a 39. So I could sign and sell, but I just honestly don't want to take the. I don't want to.
I don't want the risk, man.
Yeah, I don't want to take the risk, to be honest. Like I feel like I'm good as far as depth wise.
All right. And I know you're as far as good. So, like, the last time, and like, shout out to Roland if you guys didn't check out that last episode. We had that freaking marketing lead, and that was a good, fun time. Yeah. A lot of laughs, great times. But we were kind of talking, and like, you guys were both really big flippers, and you had, you were flipping a lot the first time around. So, what's kind of changing what's changing your mindset now that, hey, you wanted to trade everything the first year, and then this year you're like, I don't really know. Like, what's keeping you from taking that opportunity, taking that leap?
I haven't sold anything, so I don't know if the market's down or like what. But I typically will sell to then buy, and I haven't sold anything. So I mean, I could theoretically, I think, buy two of these guys still, with just the ETH in the wallet. But I kind of want to get some stuff out because I've got a few players, and I mean, we can go through. You can see I actually have 3 guys that are still unregistered because I don't project them to be in my top 2. And I can't, like, this guy can train 1. But yeah, I can only train him 1. Like he's maxed out after that. And these guys I can't train at all. So there's no point in putting them in my team. Maybe they have some free agent value if just no one keeps any free agents back. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, if I do need them at some point, I can always re-register them into the team. So if somebody, if we start to get a little bit low, or if I want to, if it's pretty clear I'm going to be mid-table, I'm not going to push for a promotion spot, and it's just like train, then I'll throw these guys back in, get them a few games so that I can train other people, and kind of go from there.
Right. So your mentality is like, in order for you to even train them, you would have to basically play them in a lineup or like do something to get them to unlock the potential to then train them. So it's not worth it.
With these guys, oops, that's unregistered. For these guys, like they are done. They are like fully
they're
done.
like done. Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't look at their age. They're 31. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So they can't even unlock anymore. Estevez can't unlock anymore. All he can do is train 1 more, which I mean at 27 doesn't really matter that much. So yeah,
they age out.
Yeah, they age out. They're not getting any better. They're not getting any younger. So I built my own little depth chart thing here.
Oh snap! We got sheets.
So I know that these guys. What's that?
Want to zoom in on that a little bit for the YouTube viewers? Just a wee bit.
Maybe.
No. Yeah.
How's this?
Love it.
That good?
Love it. Beautiful.
So I also have priority up here, which we can kind of talk through because I'm approaching it this way this season. So I'll talk through that in a second. So yeah, Martino was one, Estevez is one, and Saito, I believe, is the other one. Taylor, I'm actually going to keep in the team because he's a 93 leadership or something like crazy like that. So I'm actually going to keep him on the bench, and I'm going to throw him into games if it's late and we need a goal or something. I'm just going to try to get the chemistry bonus and go. But yeah, these three guys are not projected to be in the team. We talked about off-season moves. I added Jinwook Nam, which was a big signing for us. He's actually our highest-rated player, and he's got a lot more room to grow, too. Still, I think, 23, 24, somewhere in that neighborhood. So really excited at center back to add him into the mix. I also added Hugo Fernandez just to get more depth at center back, another growth piece. Doug Owen is into the team, full left wing back. He's actually the only full left wing back on the roster. By the way, this is color coded. These green ones mean they're out of position. The red ones mean I can't train them or improve them in any way. These mean that I can only train them and or improve them like 1. And then yellow means that I can train or improve them like 3 or 4, but I can't like actually get more. Like playing them doesn't really help me. I can train them, but playing them doesn't help. So Miguel Rodriguez in as the goalkeeper of the future in the middle of last year, but couldn't register him. So excited to bring him onto the team. Our academy guys are going to slot straight into the starting lineup, and then we also got Solus as well to add.
Play your kids.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's still one of our better players. Like that's based just purely on what his rating is off the jump. So definitely was a good piece to add there. Yeah, I mean, our team is way deeper than last year. We're starting out basically low 30s on pretty much everyone that's going to play a significant role. We've got room to train. I've got enough players to where I feel like I can rotate fairly efficiently and get these guys, through training. So I am going to be starting training, tomorrow morning, wake up, crack of dawn, get these boys, get them started even before the game gets going. And funny enough, our first game is actually our last game from last year, the big derby game between Heighton and Bruelis. So we're going full starting lineup right off the bat and just see where we are as a team. So 3 new teams into the league: Oaksbridge, Deauville United, and Sandsend. One was an amateur team that came up, 2 are 7th division teams that came down. I don't know how good they're going to be. So we don't play any until about the 5th game of the season. So we're going to let them play out a little bit before we start to strategize. But I think this Heighton game is a big one. I think they're a big challenger for us. Ponleby was pretty good last year. So, yeah, I mean, I think we've got a decent shot at promotion this season. Say that and I'll finish 5th. But
hey, 5th pays out now. They expanded the prize pool. I have a chance. There is a chance.
5th paid out last year, but it pays more this year, though.
It does. It does.
5th, 6th, 7th all pay more, which is great.
You love to see it. That means we all have a chance. Even me. Look at me go.
You should be pushing for promotion. So let me see your team, and let's run through your team and see where you are. Because I have a feeling that you're a little bit better positioned than you think you're in.
Oh no, I feel pretty good. Yeah. We what was it, after the last show? I think we kind of got on it. We hit the markets hard. We sat there for about an hour scouring and looking at my gallery and trying to see what we could bring in. And we brought in some starting pieces. We brought in some older pieces, not so young, like mid-20s, a little bit of experience already in them to really just solidify the core of the team, right? So we could stop leaking like 6 goals a game, because that was a big issue. So we got a new goalkeeper, some center backs, some midfielders, a couple wingers, you know what I'm saying? And
everybody. Brand new starting
lineup. We got a little bit of everything. And I'm kind of in that point right now where it's like I feel like I should sell some of these guys and like move them on. But when you were going to say I'm going to sell them for like pennies, and then 2, I kind of just need that depth for now to kind of keep them somewhat healthy.
How many players do you have?
I have 22, so I'm close to you. Like,
you need every player.
Yeah, I'm gonna need every player until I bring in more players that I can kind of just start dumping. But I do want to say that depth chart that you just had up. All right, I'm gonna bring this up again for you YouTube viewers. I need to do this because this is so much clearer to me.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, it takes me some time. When I look at this whole player list, there's all these different bubbles positions. Man, things get lost in translation. Things get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
It's not very comprehensive. And you know what? Sometimes I come over here and I set my lineups and I do my tactics and I see it built out a little bit. And hey, this is a little bit easier for me, but still, this list on the side, still drives my brain crazy. But this depth chart, doing something like this, talking about Footium, like in the future.
Yeah.
I just want to say, this.
No,
real quick, just let me finish. I want to see them do like a little like manager kind of like section, like a little office or whatever, and like be able to make your own depth charts and stuff like that and have it like printed out. Because it was awesome.
Make it look nicer than what I have. But yeah, when I made this initially, the thing that jumped out at me was I had no Douglas Owen at the time.
Yeah,
I had Carlos Alves out of position, and Mark Nichols can also fill in over here. So I basically had 3 players playing 2 spots for the entire season.
Yeah,
and so I could never train any of those guys really. So I brought in Doug. I probably need one more to be completely fair, just to like really max out the training. But like I can also drop some of these guys back. So I can have some, there's always cross movement, and like Robinson is a center forward. We can change formation and play G at attacking mid. He's only attacking mid. So like there is some ways to move around. But this just helped me see like, ooh, I'm really thin at wing back actually. And I went out and got Doug. I also got center backs because I saw I was paying basically 4 players at 3 spots, which was even worse. So yeah, I mean, I think just laying it out this way really helped me in like color coding it, and we can talk through the priority at some point.
Yeah. Talk to me
I
want to
get
priority.
Yeah, so in my mind, what I'm doing is maximizing player value, right?
Right.
Along with winning, obviously, is a thing. But like, let's be honest. I'm in Division 8. There's going to be plenty of games in Division 8 that I'm just going to win, no matter what I do and who I throw out there, because my team is deep and I'm going to be playing against a bunch of guys that aren't playing. So during those games, how do I prioritize who's going to play, who's going to train? How do we take advantage of that, right? I think the big thing for me was prioritizing the guys with the biggest potential and kind of spreading out the positions a little bit. So I have kind of like different priorities, like different, I guess to think of it like levels, right? So when we get started tomorrow morning, I'm going to go in here. This is all color coded, by the way, with green is starter, yellow is backup, red is third string, and or can't train them. So I have level 7 as just like you can't train. So once I play a couple of games, I'll get DeStefano and Solis off this level and bump them up to probably like here. But right now, I literally can't train them. So this is meant to be a training guide as to, okay, I have max stamina on everybody. I'm going to go in and train somebody from this top row and get them rolling. I'll probably not train Smith or Vukovic because they're going to start the first game. So G, Robinson, Miguel Rodriguez, Ito, and Fernandez, none of them are going to start the first game. So if I start them in the morning, by the time the second game rolls around, they'll be basically back to 100% HP.
Wow.
So it's basically free training sessions. And then I'm just going to kind of work my way down the list and be like, okay, all these guys are, 60%. I can't really train them. Or they're starting the next game. Okay, I'm going to look at these guys. And then those guys are all 60%. All right, I'm going to look at these guys. And then eventually we'll get to a point where everybody is 60% and I can't train anybody. And then I just wait and I just hang out and I don't do anything.
Or you just sign some free agents, train them.
Yeah, guess I could do that too.
Train everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of the way that I'm playing in my mind is I'm trying to play to win to some degree, but I don't think that's even the number one priority outside of like games like the first game where I know I'm against another team that's also trying to get promotion. So that there I'll play my starters. But outside of that, I'm trying to maximize long-term player like value. So I'm trying to train the young guys up. I'm trying to train the 24 to 25-year-olds, get those guys maxed out, and then get them sold by, 26, 27, 28 while they still have some value before they really start to go. Yeah. So yeah, that's the goal, is to have I actually set it up to where I have a chart that tells me how many points I need to train on each player for them to hit max potential by the time they turn, I think it's 27. So I know, okay, this guy, I need 4 points per year. So I really got to focus on getting him matches and unlocking all that potential. For this guy, I've unlocked a lot of potential, but I got to focus on training him. I got to focus on actually cashing in that potential. So yeah, it's a balancing act. I wish I had a full extra week to get a lot of these training sessions done, but it is what it is.
Yeah, come on.
I understand why.
We've all done some Instagram reporting, okay? Some Instagram scouting on the just some transfer rumors they're working out on Instagram. You love to see it. It's the players that you don't see on social media working out in the summer that you're just like, hey, buddy, hey, what are you doing? What did you do this summer?
Yeah.
Because, I like it when my players are hitting the gym throughout the summer, keep match fit.
Yeah. But we need some regression. We need some, like, if you don't play 5 matches in a row, you, like, lose a point or something. 10 matches in a row, something like that. Just make it more fun,
Now you're just getting complicated. I do need to know, and if anybody's hanging out, there's some people watching this, whether it's on Twitter or X, YouTube, all that fun stuff. I need you guys to let us know. You can always chat. We see it. We'll bring you into the conversation. Chris, do you think there's anybody on the Footium platform that cares about training as much as you do?
I mean, that feels like a trap because I want to say no.
Because, dude, you have like you have a meal plan. You got a workout routine.
I really don't give a shit if my team wins or not. I just want to train them. Just want to get in the gym and go, Like, who cares if we're actually healthy enough to play?
It's Personal Trainer Simulator 7.
Wait, there are games that we have to play too? What is this?
Wait, you're telling me they play games, they don't just work out?
Yeah. No, the games are just so they can work out more. That unlocks their workout potential.
Right. It builds up that leg strength so they can work out longer, right? Train longer.
It just unlocks the bar for them to work out more.
No, all this work you put in is actually honestly incredible. It's fascinating to see because you have it down to a science basically. Did you see something else? Like, did you do some like research on the interwebs and like saw somebody else kind of working on it, or like this just came into your noggin? This is just from that brain. I was just
like, I need to know who to train first. How do I figure out who to train first? And so I just broke it down. I mean, it's the same type of stuff that I do within our team. I just break down, like, there's a problem. I figure out, okay, what's the solution? How am I going to be able to figure this out? How am I going to be able to visualize the problem first and foremost? Which is most of what this is. Like, most of this is not like, I'll pull up another part. This spreadsheet is comprehensive. All right.
There's more.
I want to know, okay, if my guy's at 65 and I rest him for 2 days, he's going to be at 89. Here we go, out the door. I need him in the 90s. He's going to be 89. I can't train him from there,
Yeah.
But this gives me a nice, there's a color coding thing.
And now you got to worry about injuries.
Yeah. Well, that's what these are. If I train him, this is what they'll fall to. So I know like this, anywhere below like 65, right, is injury potential. And then, I have this for if they play a game, like how likely it is that they'll get injured. So I mean, I know if a guy's at 20, it's going to take me 6 days to get him back to full health. So, or almost full health, 92 technically. And then I didn't actually fill this part out. I'm still working on this chart. But I am going to get, how many days to actually hit back to 100%. So I mean, I have just lots of tools to just visualize the problem, which I feel like is half the battle, is just trying to understand what the maximization issue is. Cause that's all this is a maximization problem.
Yeah, no, honestly, like that's perfect because sometimes you're talking to me and it just kind of just all gets lost, kind of just sometimes in like the cloud.
Yeah.
And
And I can see this as stuff in my head. Like it makes sense when I
yeah,
say it, but then I just write it down and like, okay, that actually makes a lot more sense as to
I
okay,
see.
if
Yeah,
I'm
I look at
training a
this and
guy,
I'm
here we
like,
go.
yo, I totally get it now. Like I totally
Yeah.
understand. I need this printed out and put on the wall next to my bed so that I see it every morning. Be like, I gotta train.
It's like the multiplication tables as a kid. Like you just got to memorize, like, okay, 80% condition, that takes 2 days to recover, right?
Oh,
65% condition, that takes 3 days to recover.
dude, those
Yeah.
sheets with all the multiplication tables all the way down. Oh, they were my favorite, dude. Dude, I would
Yeah.
knock those out for fun.
Love
And
it.
then yeah. Then I grew up and I forgot how to
Then I grew up.
and then I grew up.
Now
And
I don't math anymore.
I forgot how to math. Unless I'm looking at it on a wonderful spreadsheet. Chris, yeah, these spreadsheets are awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and need a copy of these because dude, this great stuff. And this isn't even like this ain't even your master spreadsheet.
No,
that thing's
the master sheet has some proprietary stuff on there.
Oh,
Some metrics that I use that I won't release publicly because I don't want anyone stealing my thunder and going after my players.
some classified information.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. Spreadsheets just help me to visualize everything, see what's going on, and make decisions from there. At the end of the day, that's what it's about: is making the right decision.
That's right.
Trying to optimize. Trying
these
to
are our
optimize
clubs.
the team. Yeah, Bruellis will be the best run club in the 8th division. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. They may not win everything.
They won't win because we're not optimizing to win.
They ran great.
We're not optimizing to win. We're optimizing to train players.
You sound like the Philadelphia Union.
Basically an academy team.
You're the Philadelphia Union. You never win anything.
We don't care about
pump
winning.
out 16-year-olds left and right.
We care about making $10 million from player sales every year. That's the goal. So, yeah.
Oh man. All right. So tell me. All right, we kind of went off the rails, but I was just mesmerized by.
Oh yeah, your team. Yeah.
I need to talk to you and ask you how you feel about these here center forwards. Look at this Jose Garcia, bro.
Jose?
All right. Talk to me about this 54.
He's Mexican and has a mustache too. How have you not signed him yet? My lord.
I haven't moved ETH around yet because I tried to go do it and then freaking Trump made crypto really expensive to move around. So I said, no, I'm not paying these crazy gas fees. Not today, Santa. Look at this Mexican must. I feel like they did this on purpose, dude. This is way too coincidental for
they heard you for sure.
Yes. For those that don't know, the ultimate Footium goal is to build a full team of Mexicans with mustaches, or just mustaches or Mexicans. That's what we're gonna do. That's what Brew Braver is gonna be.
You cannot play for
down
this
with
team
La Raza.
if you are not Mexican or have a mustache.
Yes,
those are the two requirements, and he has both. Yes. So he's basically your captain, even though he's not really that great a leader.
Yeah, no, but incredible rating.
This is literally the face of your franchise, like literally,
literally. So Jose, but guess what? Franchise. Can I?
Well, there's more.
Yes, a whole nother center forward, Robert Page. I got a whole nother center forward, dude. 52? This dude is cracked. Yep, 81 stamina, 84 leadership. My dude, we are set on center forwards.
Send him on over my way.
No chance. Between because the last academy, my last academy center forward was also freaking cracked. Where's he at? Robert Hoffman. This is the guy that you and Thomas looked at and were like, why haven't you signed him yet?
Yeah. 95 leadership. Is that it? 95? Yes. That's 62 stamina. Robert Hoffman.
Yeah. But man,
that's the
center forwards. We are set on center forwards for
Good
life.
Lord, you got to switch to a 4-4-2. Like you got to play. No, I'm not even kidding. Like you got to play two of them. I was
thinking about that.
You got to play two. Yeah.
So I did
something. I don't care if it's a 4-4-2, but it's got to be something with two center forwards.
Yeah. Or we could pull the what does Cincinnati run? The 3.
I thought they won a 4-3-3-1. No,
they run 2 and then one under.
Oh wait, they run that 4-4-2 diamond, don't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But
no, 4-4-2 diamond would work too.
So that's the question I was going to ask. I've been running the 4-2-3-1, some Oscar Poppy ball. Okay.
Oh, I love.
But now that I have now that I have like these banging center forwards,
Gotta
like,
put them out there.
I almost feel like I have to switch up the formation, right? Which is a whole scary because I went and bought players specifically for the 4-2-3-1, and now if I start switching things around,
well, you keep your back four because there's no point in really messing with that. So yeah, I mean, you play like a 4-4-2 is probably the most basic. The hard part is wingers. Like, you're not really going to use wingers if you're using two center forwards.
Right.
So if you have any wingers, you're kind of screwed there. I mean, maybe they can play back, in a different. Maybe they can play like left and right mid.
We're gonna do this live. All right, we got our left backs, got our right back. Let's see. One of these is a new center back, Martin. Yeah, I don't really have left mid. Oh, I guess I do, but they're like Mesquita,
you could play
Fernandez.
Theoretically. How many center mids and
like these aren't great? 46. I guess Mesquita's okay. He's fine.
He's a left mid. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, these are the left mids.
You can train him up. Oh yeah, you got left and right mids.
Yeah, Fernandez ain't great. Not gonna lie, Chief. Not the greatest.
Well, you put 6 points in there, and he looks a little greater.
That's true. Or 31. I think Moose is the one that I'm trying to sell. Yeah, this is the guy that I run at left wing right now.
You were playing left mids before?
No, I was playing wingers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your center mid attacking mid situation?
So it would be we got Stone that we brought in. Garcia's fine. Let's see. See, this is what I'm saying. This is just so confusing to use sometimes. So we got Garcia over here, which is okay. He's not terrible. Yeah. He's been fine. And then what's the other one? And then I guess Stone would be the other one, who is a new signing for the team as well.
Well, what would you put it like?
Jeff Stone.
If you had an attacking mid, what would you put?
Who did I have for attacking mid? This guy. We bought this guy in too. Mid-Sock Bach. We kind of brought him in to fill in that attacking mid role until we saw the academy and then did something else.
So what about a 4-3-1-2?
4-3-1-2. Yeah, this is the Cincy formation. This is the one that I was talking about.
Sort of.
Actually,
yeah. I mean, that center mid is actually a defensive mid for Cincy, but yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't play with any wingers at all. And it seems like you do have left and right mid. So maybe you're better off just doing a 4-4-2. Unless you have 3 center mids.
So if I put Bach at attacking mid, I would probably need to get another center mid. Because if we have Garcia, we have Stone that we brought in, and then Barberry is just poopy. 0.3. Yeah. So he ain't the greatest. So I would technically have 4-4-2.
I think 4-4-2 is your move. Is there a variation of the 4-4-2? The 4-4-2-H? What is that? Oh, holding? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want defensive mids.
No.
What about a 4-2? What was that other one? 4-2-1-2?
This will load. Or I have my 4-2-3-1, which fits pretty freaking great. But I'm gonna have those 2 banging center forwards.
No, you have 3 center forwards that are banging. That's the point.
Yeah.
You can't just play one at a time.
I know.
So you could run a 4. You could run a 4-5. Oh no, that's a 1. Never mind. 4.
3-5.
I think a 4-4-2 is your best bet.
Yeah, we might have to run the 4-4-2, huh?
No, 3-4-1-2.
3-4-1-2.
3-4-1-2.
Ooh. So
you got your attacking mid still in there. You got your 2 center mids. You got your wingers. You got 2 strikers. And then you got 3 center backs. So are you okay at center back? That's the question.
I would have to.
You don't need fullbacks though for this one.
Yeah, but I mean, my fullbacks are better than my center backs, which is the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a problem.
I have like one semi decent center back, and then another one that we brought in to do fine.
Yeah.
Until we
so
figured
then you
out
can't.
center
So then you
back.
can't play back three. So yeah. So you're 4-4-2.
So we're 4-4-2 in it this year.
Classic.
Yeah,
Stock
classic
standard.
4-4-2.
The
Yeah, but that's the
classic
thing. Is like
4-4-2.
now I'm gonna have to kind of go shopping again tonight before
For
it all
what, though?
locks up. Because I'm gonna need some left. Like I'm gonna need some like outside mids. Because I have wingers, but that's it. Like
Yeah,
if
but
I
your
if
wingers can fill in at mid for most of them, probably.
So we have Garcia and Stone in the midfield, Hoffman, and then one of the new center forwards. We'll put Rose in here for now. He's fine, I guess. Yeah. So I have a bunch of young guys that I need to train.
Yusuf.
Yep, Yusuf is great, but he's like a perfect white winger. He's a white winger. And then I guess we could fill Bach in here.
Does he play right mid instead of left mid?
Yeah.
Do show 11 on there.
Yeah. Yusuf's a right mid.
Perfect. All right.
So then I guess I would need a left mid.
Mosquito. I mean, Mosquito's okay. It looks like 26.
26 overall. Rated.
He's got a lot of room to run. So
yeah.
I think your like front starting line isn't really bad. I think you need depth though, badly.
Yeah.
I think it's like, but like, see, some of these guys fit. Like you have 3 guys that fit that role. Even if they're not great, they at least can play there.
But then why are they on the team if they're not great? That's the thing. What needs to happen is I need to turn them into great.
You can try to sell them, I guess, but no one's going to take them if they aren't great.
Yeah, basically. So the other, like, who's that? Who's Adigun? When did we sign Adigun? Oh, another left winger. Did we just bring this guy in too? Yeah, we must have.
He is 26.
Yeah, 32 rated, 26. That means we just brought him in. And he doesn't even fit anywhere.
You just flip him.
Dang it!
You just flip him for what you paid. Just try to get it back out.
See, and this is what happens. You start playing in the preseason, then your academy players come out, and you're like, well, time to blow it up. I was like, these academy kids are too good to pass up. 350 rated center forwards that I've got in the 2 seasons.
All right, so what else do you have in your academy?
Let's see.
Anything else? Watch you have the perfect player to go alongside those guys in the new form.
I know. I was about to look like, oh wait, this changes everything now.
You just didn't even think.
I have a goalkeeper, which I have no use for.
We can't see anything.
More wingers.
You need to see things.
Aha! I could share my.
There
screen.
we go.
Ha ha ha.
Goalkeepers, okay.
So don't really need it. A center mid, which
center mid that's a 48.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck him in there.
67 stamina, 72 leadership.
Stamina's not great, but he's a 48 center mid. Like that's pretty worth it.
Yeah, but wouldn't it just be
especially
more worth
if you're
spend that money on something that I could plug in right now?
Well, what can you get right now? I think that's the question.
That's another thing. Oh, dang it, I forgot to save it.
Yeah, I hate that. It doesn't ask you if you want to leave. It's just like, okay,
bye. It's like, all right, see you later, bro.
Well, I guess you didn't really care about that lineup.
Nah. All right. So what do we need? Center mid?
Yeah, center mid.
Yeah, this is literally what we did after the last show. We just sat here and we were like, all right, how do we fill these holes? See, if I had a cool depth chart like you have, it could have gone a little bit.
See, the cheapest center mid of any rating that's under the age of 21 is 0.0042.
Yeah, but I don't even care about age. I need a dog.
Yeah, well, okay.
Well, I need a left mid. Actually, left mid is what I really, really need.
Left mid.
All right, let's go ahead and save this time.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad moments.
See, this is what happens. You hop on last minute, you start scouting right before the season starts, and all of a sudden, you just got to change everything. We're pivoting. And I'm going to laugh when I lose.
Pivot!
Hit him with the pivot.
I feel like left mid should be like less expensive than this. You know? Like
I mean,
the
it
cheapest
is
thing.
a couple hours
I'm
before
looking
the season
under
starts.
21. Yeah, that's true. Let's
We're
find
buying
someone
peak prices because everybody's doing this right now. They're going, oh no, I'm not ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready for like 3 weeks. When did the season end? I was ready then.
I was ready to go again.
All right, you're not buying a 45. Okay.
You are clicking
36.
so much, dear Lord.
All right, here. How's this guy? 33, and he's not getting any better.
He's maxed out at 33.
He's a plug. He's a short-term plug. Okay, he's cheap. We need some dudes with like some potential, you know. You gotta get a little bit. Okay, how's this? 32. He can max at 42. He's 26 years old. $4. Okay, that's not bad. We're looking.
Okay, all right. But when do we stop dumpster diving and buy some like bronze players?
I mean, if you think stamina's bad. If you think
no thanks.
If you think you need bronze players to win in Division 8, then you be my guess, and you go ahead and go for that. I mean, you can get like this guy. He's a bronzy, but like this guy will turn into a bronze eventually. He won't have any stamina ever. But that's another thing. I wish you could change the stamina. Like, you could train them somehow to like be better. Like just. It sucks when you get a card. Yeah, it sucks when you get a card and it's like, oh, yeah, just kidding. You're never going to play him because he's a 50 stamina. Guess you can try to sell for $3. Best of luck. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's some left mids here that could work.
Yeah. That's
Here you go. 19-year-old. 19 years old. $18.
Oh, 18.
He's at 34 overall. He's maxing at 50. Stamina's okay. No leadership. He's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here's another one. Another 50 max.
He ain't even got mustache, bro. You know who does have a mustache? That German bronze player, though.
His boy, he's way overpriced. He's way overpriced. Like, these guys are going to blow him out of the water. Ito has a mustache, though.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we can sit here and shop for players all day, but
yeah,
another good one, you know?
Interesting. I mean, going from a 26 to a 34 left mid will do some wonders for my club.
That'll bump the old ratings up. And he's only 20. Like, these guys are young.
I need to move some ETH over, but I think I have a little bit of balance left on there. Let me see how much I got. MetaMask, open up and download. Yo, shout out to all the people watching this stream right now, hanging out in the Footium streets. Hopefully, you're also on the
snipe any of these players from Jorge. He's Mexican too.
I have 0.0021. That's what I got.
683. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why we were dumpster diving before. You can afford one player. It's this guy.
Hey, that's all that's in my MetaMask right now. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I don't know. Boy.
We'll see. But I got 2 center forwards coming. It looks like we're changing our formation to the 4-4-2. And it looks like I need to go shopping. Again.
I better get a cut of the prize money when we win this thing. I'm assistant managing the hell out of this team.
Well, when you're over here building spreadsheets and using all this data, and I'm over here banging my head against the keyboard going, dude, this will work. Hell yeah. Fucking Vibes FC, baby.
He's Mexican. Put him in there.
Oh, that dude has a mustache, dude. I bet he rips. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
I don't care what the ratings are. He's got a mustache and he's Mexican. Oh, he's ready to vibe.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
no.
y'all laughing now, but when I hit that podium and I get promoted,
When you hit D1,
y'all.
we're gonna be like, well, guess who's right? Wouldn't it be great if Footium just like had a random thing in there that's like all mustache players are actually 5 points better than they say they are?
Bro, big brain your way to glory. That's how it's done at Footium in the States, Chris. That is are we hype? I think we're a little excited for season 4. Not gonna lie. This is fun.
Spreadsheets and mustaches. That's the title of this episode. Spreadsheets and mustaches.
That's the tweet. Send
That's
it.
the tweet.
Put it on a t-shirt.
That's it. That's the tweet.
Oh man. Chris, you got anything else? I got some shopping to do. I don't want to bore all these people with my buys before they go start sniping guys or realize that they also need players. We're gonna fumble for players the last minute.
Yeah. You would get sniped too if you shopped live. Yeah, no, I think I'm excited for season 4, ready to get this show on the road. Yeah, it's a busy week for me, but I'm making time to make sure that we get off to a good start in the promotion race, because you lose the first 2-3 games, you might just be out of it at that point. So gotta get off to a good start.
That's not true.
You can't wait. Why is it not true?
Because you can still win money. I don't know about getting promoted, but you can still win money.
You can win money, but that's not the aim. It's promotion or bust this year, boys. Like we're ready for Division 7. The team is prepped, ready to go. They're going to get trained up during the heart of the season. So yeah, you can't get promoted in the first week, but you can lose promotion in the first week. Let's put it that way.
I do believe. Okay, I'll agree with that one. I like that one better. Put that on a t-shirt also.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yo, shout out to everybody who was watching this. Shout out to everybody in the Footium community. We're going to start bringing a bunch of you on, so it's not just us fumbling over our bad decisions and spreadsheets. And also, don't forget, this is live, baby. You can hang out in the chat. You can chime in. You could be a part of the conversation. If you are interested on coming on to one of these shows and talking some Footium, the door is always open. We will see you guys again. Probably a lot in the coming days. Season 4 is coming on with a bang. The hype is real. Let's see if Chris actually knows what he's doing when scouting the market, and we can win something for once. No pressure, Chris. Shout out to everybody. Have a good one. Do something nice for someone. Give that person a hug. Make that phone call, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, Mom.
That's right.